Hey everyone, my name is Olga and welcome to my channel. Thanks to you guys, my video about not having sugar for the entire year is getting quite a bit of attention, and so I receive more and more questions regarding my sugar-free lifestyle. It's gonna be interesting. Let's get started. But first I want to leave a disclaimer here. I am not a doctor or a nutritionist, and so everything I'm going to talk about today is my personal opinion, and I might be mistaken. Okay, let's get on with the questions now, shall we? I get asked this one a lot. Do you eat fruits? Is it okay to eat fruits? Yes, I do in fact eat fruits on a daily basis, but I limit them to 1 to 2 per day. Overall, I don't see fruits as a bad thing because, first of all, they contain fiber, and second, they are rich in vitamins and antioxidants, which is obviously a good thing. With all that being said, I also think that uncontrollable fruit consumption isn't great either, because aside of all the good stuff, fruits also have fructose, and even though they have fiber that slows down its absorption, fructose still can add up. This is precisely why I limit my fruit intake. At this time I'm hooked on peaches and kiwis, by the way, and I also have a lot of berries such as strawberries and blueberries, for example. They are low in fructose, and so I take advantage of all the antioxidants they have to offer. But what about carbohydrates? They turn into glucose. Oh, those evil carbohydrates. But seriously, I don't consider carbs evil when we are talking about complex carbs, which are whole grains, legumes, nuts and seeds, and even fruits and vegetables. While it's true that human body breaks down carbohydrates into glucose, which is a type of sugar, complex carbs have plenty of fiber that helps to slow down this process. Aside of fiber, complex carbohydrates are also rich in vitamins and minerals, which is very beneficial. So, long story short, I'm not scared of carbohydrates when it comes to complex ones. It's a different story when it comes to simple carbs, though. I strictly limit those, which leads me to the next question, which is, what do I eat in order to maintain my sugar-free lifestyle? The whole foods diet is my everything. Not only it diminishes sugar cravings, but also it provides me with a good night's sleep, focus, energy levels, you name it. I make sure to include all 3 macronutrients, carbohydrates, fat, and protein in each one of my meals. I have recently released a video sharing what all I eat throughout the week, and so I will link it in the description down below for those of you who are interested to check it out. How do you avoid sugar during social events? How to say no when offered sugar? My close friends and family know that I don't have sugar, and so they don't offer me sweets. When around people who don't know me that well, I decline sweet treats politely when offered. I briefly explain that I don't have sugar and normally people get it. I am generally very particular about things I eat, and so I don't have things that I don't want to have just out of politeness. In my experience, if I explain nicely why I don't eat this or that, people tend to understand and take it well. In my original video, I mentioned that after going sugar-free for a year, I chose not to say no to sugar indefinitely and treat myself to my favorite sweets on special occasions. Some of you expressed a concern that it will pull me back to being addicted to sugar all over again. I personally think that it's a legit concern because I myself was worried about the same thing. But while it can be true to some people, we all are different after all, I personally found that after a year of not having sugar, my relationship with it changed entirely. I do treat myself to sweets occasionally, and I didn't notice anything that would concern me, namely increased sugar cravings or binges. I don't experience overwhelming sugar cravings as I used to, and honestly, most of the sweet stuff doesn't even taste good to me anymore. Not only doesn't taste good to me anymore, but also I get that weird artificial flavor when eating certain sweet products. And so when I treat myself to something sugary, I make sure that it is something I really like. And with all that I just mentioned, there are not so many sweet treats that I enjoy nowadays. How did you overcome sugar cravings? Sugar cravings are the worst and can be tough to resist. I found certain, let's call them habits, that helped me to decrease the intensity of my sugar cravings. I filmed a video where I go more into detail about it, and so I will link it in the description down below. When it comes to overcoming a sugar craving here and now, there were a couple of things that worked really well for me. Whenever I had a craving, I would involve myself into an activity that would prevent me from reaching out to and then having sugar. Going for a walk is one of them. Not only walking has always been one of my favorite things to do, but also it takes me away from that pantry. Filming YouTube videos was also very helpful because I can't film and munch at the same time. I focus a lot when filming, and so I forget entirely about that chocolate bar I wanted to have in the first place. Also, I used to get sugar cravings around a specific time of the day, 4 p.m. usually, and so I kind of planned an activity I could get myself busy with around this time, in order to get my mind off sugar. So walking is a harmless and health-promoting activity, and filming videos is my hobby that I truly enjoy. Basically, I found safe and productive distractions, I guess I can call them so, that worked great for me as the means of staying away from sugar. Okay guys, these were the most popular questions that I received. If you want me to answer more of your questions, feel free to leave them in the description down below. And please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more sugar-free videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.